HJHL21 continues with a 4-game set on a Sunday afternoon from the Ponoka Recreation Complex here in Ponoka, Alberta. The Ponoka Stampeders taking on the Rocky Rams. Devin Carroll gets the nod in between the pipes for Rocky, and the Ponoka Stampeders will go back to Robert Michetti. And, you know, this is an important one. Both of these teams are in 7th and 8th place, respectively. Ponoka in 7th, Rocky in 8th. So both these teams outside looking into the playoffs right now. It's going to be important to get these points against each other. Meanwhile, we are underway, and before we get going with the call of tonight's game, I want to extend our sincerest condolences to those on the Rocky Rams who knew those, fuck, I gotta restart this.
We were supposed to, yeah, I recall. I'm sorry, babe, I just got the call. It turns my stomach to disappoint you. I know the trouble that you must go to. It's from a place you can barely imagine, far from the crowd and the ambulances. At my best, I've almost been there. Let me pretend that I know the way there. Your words, but they all taste like, and none of them make sense, and none of them sit still. I don't even know if it'll be a single. I got no idea how it'll play on vinyl. I keep on working and I don't mind, but if I see you tonight, I might break down crying. Let me pretend that I'm in it deep. Let the right note hit me when I'm getting to sleep.
Oh, that's good. That's so good. That's great.
I'm trading in my mind, or breaking my deadlines. This time
Welcome inside the Ponoka Recreation Complex. HJHL21 continues with this one between the Rocky Rams and the Ponoka Stampeders. It's Devin Carroll from Red Deer getting the nod for the Rocky Rams, and it will be Robert Michetti at the other end going for the Ponoka Stampeders. Before we get going tonight, we should extend our sincerest condolences to those on the Rocky Rams who played for Coach Rob Hartnell, passed away over this last day or two here, and extend our condolences as well to the Wetaskiwin Icemen and all players, and of course the family of Rob Hartnell. He was a great coach who ran a tremendous organization and a lot of success up there, obviously, in Wetaskiwin the last couple of years. So our sincerest condolences to the family, to the organization, and especially to Landon Siegel, Braden Beestrom, Ryan Chambers, and so many others. Meanwhile, we are underway as Jordan Sears gets this to Saylor. Saylor tries to put it across. Here come the Rams back the other way. Ponoka back in their black third jerseys for this one. Here's Nate Higgins through center over the lines. Higgins turn it over, and now it comes Saylor shooting. Good blocker save by Devin Carroll. And this is an important game for these two clubs, separated by just 3 points. Ponoka at 2-6-1-0 at 8 points. Rocky is 1-6-0-2 at 5. Both these teams out of the playoffs right now, but it's important. Rocky's 9 points. 9 points out of the final playoff spot in the North Division. Points of some kind have to come the way of the Rocky Rams, and it's not that much better for the Ponoka Stampeders. As if you end up tied with each other for that final playoff position, You definitely want those head-to-head wins. So it's an important one here this afternoon. Here's Casey Straub starting through center for Ponoka. Straub trying to get this into the middle, can't do so. Straub point gives it to Reynolds. Reynolds, Brockerville. He put it just wide from in front of the net. Tyson Tisdale's got it in deep. Tisdale shovels to Brant Sealand, taken away by Brockerville. Now Chambers got it to Sealand, and Sealand comes back the other way. He's poked off the puck and comes in offside. And we will get a whistle. Austin Ancion elevated to the top pair. That's the Ponoka captain. So today we are going to have 3 more after this. 2:30, Mountain View is at Sylvan Lake. Three Hills at Stettler at 4 o'clock, and then at 5:30, Red Deer at Airdrie. Those ones never disappoint, always good. And here we go back the other way. It's Caden Gatz. Gatz carries in. Gatz firing. Good stop made. Back to the line. Klessens to Walker Guthrie trying to get that one through. And he does, but it got blocked. Now right up front it'll come. And a good chance there, but it comes to Devin Carroll. He holds on. I would dare say that if Rocky fails to get points and Sylvan's able to pick up 3, I might say that might be curtains for the Rocky Rams, because that is a lot of ground to make up in not a lot of games. So an important contest here for Rocky as this puck comes into the corner. Here's Klessens. Klessens got it to Braden Scott, and Scott comes back for the Ponoka Stampeders over to the far side as it's Park. As these two teams did link up earlier this season. I'll see if I can scroll back and get you an answer as to who won that one. As I don't think it would have been Rocky. They only have 1 victory on the year. But we'll have a look nonetheless. Meanwhile, here come the Stampeders turning it over in the neutral zone. Logan Neal's got it for the Rams. Kale Stesic comes up. However, some positive strides for Rocky of late, right? They took Airdrie to a shootout a couple of games back. They were in a shootout in Sylvan Lake. You win both of those and get those extra points, 2 more points in the standings. It looks a lot different. Here's Clay Guthrie in behind the net. Back to the line. It's Kale Stesic. Now here come the Rams back through center, taken away here by Dakota Sullivan. Sullivan retreating back into his own zone, now in front of his net. Goes up the far side boards to Brandon Brockerville. Brockerville turns this over. Freeman, great chance, better save by Michetti. Freeman trying to center it, couldn't find anybody. Neal at the line, Stesic into the corner, Freeman. Freeman knocked off the puck, and Walker Guthrie got this one to Brandon Brockerville, and Brockerville will come out for Ponoka. Brockerville knocked off the puck. It's Kale Stesic. Stesic puts it in deep for the Rams. Gathered here by Ben Pullablank. Tied up by Walker Guthrie, and Brandon Brockerville got it to Jordan Jacoby. Jacoby over to the far side for Caden Gatz. Gatz comes in. They gave it up to Brockerville. Brockerville in over the line, far side. Brockerville. One-timer up top. He was looking for Sears, but it rims high and wide around the boards and comes out. Dakota Sullivan now gaining the line for the Stampeders. Sullivan into the middle, Sears. Sears firing, couldn't get that one away. Jordan Sears finds himself second place in HJHL scoring at last check. So one bright spot certainly for the Ponoka Stampeders this year is the Rocky Rams come in. They are offside. So Rocky would have been at Ponoka when, I'm going to see if I can find it. There's Ponoka Stampeders also some bright spots because they just defeated the Airdrie Thunder in their recent game in Airdrie. So, you know, positives for both organizations, I guess. Meanwhile, a 2-on-1 for Rocky as Kobe Carroll comes in, trying to step around Sullivan, could not do so. Here come the Stampeders back the other way, but turned back at the line, and the Rocky Rams will start in here. This is Landon Siegel. Siegel into the middle for Kobe Carroll. Carroll, he's firing from the circle. It got blocked, and now back comes Kieran Bullock. But a good play to keep that alive. That was Freeman. Siegel shoots from the near side. It got blocked. Still scoreless here with just under 5 to go here in the first period. Here with it is Jonathan Kelly. Kelly trying to step around, can't. Puts this up to Siegel. Siegel intercepted it, now turned it over to Lee. Lee to Reynolds. Reynolds crunched off the puck. Over to the far side, it'll come for Ryan Chambers. Chambers in offensively for the Rams. Chambers to the middle, a great chance. Stopped by Machete, and he will hold on to that. Ponoka was at Rocky in literally one of their first games of the season. Just 2 games into it. And it was the Rams that won it, 5-3. So that actually, in fact, is Rocky's one regulation win, is in fact over the Ponoka Stampeders. There's a hard hit in deep there by Ryan Harder on Chambers. Surprised there's not more of a react. That wasn't Chambers, excuse me. That was McCulloch. Surprised there wasn't more of a reaction to that. Anyhow, the Rocky Rams come back the other way. Now centering in front. Comes off a skating into the corner. Here's Derek Park elevated to the third line. Rocky trying to find some sort of chemistry here. Over the line is Brendan Scott. Scott comes in. Turns it over, but it's back to the line. Straub. Scott hits Sears. Sears fires it from the slot and goes wide. Hard hit on Neal by Sears. And now this puck will come to Logan Neal right in front of the goal. Moves it over to Josh Johnston. Johnston carries in for the Rams. Johnston into the corner. Hits Andrew. Andrew right in front. Here's Freeman. A chance stopped by Machete. He won't hold on. He dishes to Higgins. Higgins got it up to Jacob Saylor. And Saylor will come in offensively for Ponoka. Saylor to Straub. Shoots. Glove saved by Carroll. Devin Carroll windmills flashing the leather. Couple of big stops at either end. Machete on Freeman. And then it was Devin Carroll flashing the leather. As both these teams trying to jumpstart their season, get themselves back into a playoff race. I'm almost to the point where I'm ready to say the North Division playoff picture is set. Classens tied up on the far side as Bullock got it to Classens. Classens carries out. That'll do it for the first period. What I mean by that, of course, is just that the 6 teams that make it are set, but I'm not quite there yet, especially with Ponoka. They're only, 6 points back. That's 2 regulation wins. But 9 points out for Rocky, especially if Sylvan Lake finds a way to get points. It's an important stretch here for the Rocky Rams. Meanwhile, it's scoreless through 20 here at the Ponoka Culture and Recreation Complex. Defensive period, just 33 in shots. We are back inside the Ponoka Culture Recreation Complex. It's an important game for both these 2 teams. Maybe just a feeling out process there in the first. We'll see if that changes here in the second. As Ponoka wants to put some distance between themselves and these Rams. The Rams want to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Here comes Casey Straub back through center. Straub now Saylor. Now here's Higgins, a chance. Good stop, and it'll come instead to Devin Carroll, and he will hold on to that. As let's look at what's next for these clubs. For Ponoka, they host Stettler on Tuesday. Rocky is in Mountain View on Wednesday. So, I mean, certainly doesn't get easier for either side. And then after that, Rocky is in Three Hills on Saturday. I mean, they've had a great year this year. And for Ponoka on Saturday, they host Airdrie. So, the schedule a little lighter, I'd say, for the Stamps. But until they face Airdrie, of course. But for the Rocky Rams, it's an important stretch here. You gotta find a way to get points out of this one for sure. Here's Jacob Saylor in the slot, drops back to Straub. Straub now to Sears. Sears on the far side, taken away by Braden Beestrom, and Beestrom will put this up the near side to Ryan Chambers. Chambers knocked off the puck. Chambers trying to drive wide. He does. Chambers right into the slot. Chambers shoots it. Stopped by Machete. Early period opportunity for Ryan Chambers, but Robert Machete makes the save. Okay, camera guy, what's going on here, bud? This guy. Oh, there's Barry Beestrom shaking up on the bench, it looks like. Wish we would have saw what happened, but camera guy still on a little bit of the sauce from Saturday night. That's okay. I respect that, if anything. Here comes Klessens over the line. Bullock now. Bullock trying to get this one in deep. He will. It's gathered by Brett McNutt, and McNutt got it to Kobe Carroll. Carroll will start back the other way for the Rams. Still scoreless here in Ponoka. Carroll steps neatly around Walker Guthrie. Carroll in the corner, trying to go out front. Scores! Brett McNutt! Scores for the Rocky Rams, and the Rams have taken a 1-0 lead. Kobe Carroll on the assist. And that's just Brett McNutt kind of just filtering into a dangerous area. It literally just got one hand on his stick and pokes that puck home on Robert Michetti. A big goal here in the second period. And the Rocky Rams have staked themselves a 1-0 lead here in Ponoka. And the Stamps will have to try to get it back as Shea Reynolds got this one to Jonathan Kelly. Kelly tried to put it in deep, bounces back into the neutral zone. Walker Guthrie now to Kelly again. Kelly stepping over the line, knocked off the puck. Tisdale on it. Tisdale knocked off the puck hard. And now it will come back for the Rocky Rams as Brant Seeland tried to step around Klessens, couldn't do so. Walker Guthrie dishes to Jordan Jacoby. Jacoby over to Brockerville on the near side. Now it's Caden Gatz. Gatz looking to the middle, can't find anybody. Gatz knocked off the puck. It'll come to Josh Johnston instead. Johnston starts through center. Johnston defers, looking to the middle. He can't get it there. He's knocked off the puck. And here comes Colby McCurrick. McCurrick tied up along the near side boards. And now it's Caden Gatz. Gatz has a man in the net. Gatz defers to Brockerville. Brockerville now into the middle. A one-timer blocked and kept out by Carroll. And he keeps it alive. It'll come to Josh Johnston. 13:20 to go here, second period. Johnston over to the far side. Taken away by James Lee. Now Brandon Brockerville's got it in behind his own goal. Brockerville up to Jordan Jacoby. Jacoby through center. Neatly played there. It'll come onto the stick of Josh Johnston. Johnston will come back for the Rocky Rams. Johnston in over the line, trying to get this one into the offensive zone, but it's taken away from him. And here come the Ponoka Stampeders on the far side lead. A harder save, rebound was right there. Great play defensively by Colby McCurrick. He disrupted the Stampeder just enough to not have an open net tap in. And now right up front, Freeman, one chance, two chances. It's in. What happened there? The puck's in the corner, but they've called it a goal. Tyler Freeman from dead point blank will be the goal. What in the heck happened here? Did somehow this puck go in and out? Perfect look. Well, I think that puck, that net, I don't know what happens there, EA Sports. Hey? Let's, I don't usually do this, but this is worth it. What the hell is going on? The EA Sports is having a good day, clearly. Let's get rid of that stuff. So does this puck just go through the net? Or does it not even go? Oh, no, it just goes through the net. Somehow. There's a hole in the net, I guess. Hole in the net, I guess. That one just goes through the net. Sharp call by Stripes, though, eh? 2-0 Rams. As Freeman has scored and given the Rocky Rams a 2-0 lead. And here is Quinn Justinet. Justinet, a one-time drive. And that one goes into the corner. Now tied up. Freeman's got it. Freeman right out front. And a good opportunity there, but the Stampeders come back the other way. Ponoka losing this game in regulation would mean that the Rams jump into a tie with the Ponoka Stampeders, chasing down that final playoff position, which is anchored right now by Stettler and Sylvan Lake at 14 points. A regulation win for Rocky would put them and the Stampeders at 8. So close eyes. We'll be watching that game from Sylvan Lake that's up next when they take on the Mountain View Colts. A shot, good stop made by Devin Carroll there. Stettler at 3-3-2-1 at 14. Sylvan Lake is 4-4-1-0. They're at 14. So we'll see what happens. Clay Guthrie now got it to Jacob Saylor. Saylor chasing down Carroll, but Carroll's able to get it to Brant Seeland. 8.5 to go here in the second period. And it comes to Carroll. Carroll taking off the puck there, and Walker Guthrie comes in offensively for the Ponoka Stampeders. Guthrie from the line, he shoots it. Sears the rebound, denied with the left pad by Devin Carroll. Now Sears again, Carroll again the save. Devin Carroll, who's had a couple nights off. It looked maybe like Logan Goofers was kind of stealing the net. Goofers played extremely well in games on the road in Sylvan Lake and in Airdrie. Got them both the shootouts. Then Goofers lets in 7 against Red Deer, so they go back to Carroll, and Carroll, with that little bit of a couple of games off, has looked tremendous in between the pipes, excuse me, for the Rocky Rams here. Good defensive play there by Walker Guthrie. Just got a piece of Kobe Carroll, and now it's going to be Rockerville. Comes out to Walker Guthrie. Guthrie now through center. Guthrie in over the line. Knocked off the puck. Guthrie's got it again. Guthrie to Gatz. Gatz to the net. He backhanded it off the post. Gatz nearly got the stamps on the board. Now Rockerville. Great save, Carroll. At the top of his crease, he's out, makes himself big, and holds on. 6 1/4 to play here in the second period. 2-0 the Rams lead. Face-off won by Rocky. Here comes Josh Johnston. Johnston over the line. Denied there, and now it's going to be Braden Scott. Scott now to Harder. Harder's got a man to the net. Harder takes it himself. Glove save, Carroll. Ryan Harder looking for his 4th of the year. Five and a half minutes to go here in the second period. And here come the Rams through center, but poked off the stick. It'll roll back into Rocky territory. Kendrick Robinson, shovels this one to Andrew. Andrew can't hold on to it. Comes to Harder on the near side. Harder over to the far side. Clay Guthrie carries in. Guthrie, he's going to take it wide. Guthrie looks to Harder. Harder shooting. Another stop on Ryan Harder with the glove by Devin Carroll. Devin Carroll's just been light out this afternoon in the crease for the Rocky Rams. And this draw is going to be won by the Stampeders. Here's Kelly. Kelly got a shot, but it was blocked by the captain, Logan Neal. Neal now tied up in the corner, and this will be dug loose by Landon Siegel in there to help out. Kelly for Ponoka got it back to the line. Straub now into the corner. It's Bullock again. Bullock trying to step away, and he does. Comes right out front for Reynolds. A one-timer stop by Carroll. Here come the Rams. Braden Beestrom and this top line were hemmed in their own zone for a little bit. But now here comes Landon Siegel. Siegel trying to get this to the net. Puts us in deep. Roomed around the boards. Comes back to the line. Justinen. Chambers now Siegel. Siegel trying to put it in for his Rams, but it's intercepted by Ancion. And now the Siegel has it again. Neutral zone for the Rams. Retreats a little bit. Shovels this to Chambers up the near side. Freeman by himself. Oh, what a stop by Machete. Meanwhile, Chambers, he got pasted along the near side boards with a big hit on the far side. Bodies flying everywhere right now. Tisdale tries to shovel this up the gut. It's intercepted by Higgins. Tries to bring this in, but he's offside. Great chance for Freeman by himself, but a blocker save by Robert Machete keeps this one just a 2-0 game to the Rocky Rams. $1:19 to go here in the second period. And Ben Pullablank takes us out of the fray, and he'll come in on the near side. Pullablank, he got crunched off the puck, and back come the Stampeders. Nate Higgins over the line far side. Higgins delays, drops off Guthrie. Sailor by himself, stopped by Carroll. Carroll keeps it alive. Stasic comes out. Stasic, 28 seconds ago, tries to leave it for Pullablank to skate onto, but Higgins got there first. And now out there comes Brett McNutt and fresh legs for the Rocky Rams. Carroll, he's going to take this in over the line. Sealand, a long shot, glove down Machete. And now here's McNutt. Oh, what a chance for Brett McNutt. He had to make a perfect shot from there, and he couldn't. A good stop nonetheless by Robert Machete. We go to the third period. 2-0 Stamps trail on home ice. As this one was the Brett McNutt goal, makes it 1-0 Rams. And then this one was confusing, to say the least, because it looked like it went wide. but evidently goes in. 2-0. Stampeders trail the Rocky Rams after 40. 10-5, Ponoka outshoots the Rams in that period, but despite that, the Rams get 2 goals. Here is Siegel. Over the line, take it away, and the Stampeders have control in their own zone. This is Jordan Sears over the line, trying to get this in offensively for Ponoka. Couldn't do so, he was turned back. And now this puck will come to Straub, drops off for the captain, Ancion. It comes down to Jacob Saylor. Saylor in offensively on the near side, taking off the puck neatly by Quinn Justinen. Justinen spins away from the check, goes to Braden Beestrom. Beestrom over to the far side, landed Siegel. Siegel trying to drop this off, finds Beestrom. Beestrom trying to get a shot away, couldn't do so, was poked off his stick. Now he chases down Ancion, who gave it up to Nate Higgins, and Higgins will be denied entry into the zone there deftly by the captain, Logan Neal. Neal from Caroline, Alberta, played for the Black Falls Wranglers, Red Deer Vipers, and now for the Rocky Rams. Here is Austin Ancion, starting back out for Ponoka. Ancion lugs it up, gets it to Shea Reynolds. Reynolds now in offensively, centering pass, looking for Jonathan Kelly. But he couldn't get a shot away, and the Rocky Rams have control of it in their own zone. Brant Sealand up the near side, trying to step around Casey Straub, cannot do so. Now trying to dig this one out. It is Rocky, they will. Sealand far side. Brett McNutt couldn't get a shot away. He's knocked off the puck, and it comes harmlessly to Robert Machete, who will hold on to it. Playoffs, not all that far away. Hey, not all that far away at all. What are we right now? We're March 14th. We got 2 weeks and change, pretty much, until the last day of the regular season. And now a stretch pass comes all the way up the ice, and that will be icing on the Ponoka Stampeders. There's a playoff picture in the North Division looking like there's a bit of a pull away there, but in the South, haven't updated these yet, but High River looks to be in severe trouble. Failure to get points again last night. And so it's not just the Stamps and the Rams who are in trouble here. It's the Rams nearly make a 3-0 there. And, of course, Rocky makes it a lot easier on themselves, especially with a regulation win over Ponoka here, as Josh Johnston tries to get that through center. Can't do so. Brandon Brockerville now to Jordan Jacoby. Jacoby steps around one. Tries to get this in front. Brockerville, backhander, scores! Brandon Brockerville gets the Ponoka Stampeders on the board here in the third period. And that makes it a 1-goal game. So we got a game here, folks. Don't go anywhere. But as I was saying, in that South Division, High River played against Okotoks, who they were chasing for that final playoff spot. Lost in regulation. Now 4 points out of the playoffs is High River. And they're scuffling along lately as well. So these three teams, High River, Ponoka, Rocky, they're your teams on that playoff cut line right now, below that playoff cut line. So we'll see what happens. Is the Rams, who led 2-0 moments ago, now 2-1, but turned over. Scott got a shot away. And it's blocked. Guthrie back to Scott. Scott, now it's harder. Shooting from the near side. Stopped by Carroll. He is going to hold on to that. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know that animal that I used for the logo is not a ram. But guess what? There's no ram logo in the game. So, you ever think of that, smart guy? Huh? No, you only think about yourself. Dakota Sullivan. Stolen from him by Ty Freeman, and Freeman's got only James Lee to beat. Freeman denied entry into the middle by Lee, but it comes to Robinson, who snaps it just wide. I don't think Kendrick Robinson was very far from picking that top corner. And now this puck comes back to McCurrick. McCurrick to Carroll. Carroll sends this one up ice. It's turned over, and here come the Stampeders in. Here is Kendrick Robinson. Robinson trying to get this one up through center, and he will. Kendrick Robinson steps around Lee deftly. Robinson to the net, but James Lee makes a tremendous play to take that puck off of him. Little number 3 on number 3, Crime. There's a hard hit on the near side on Reynolds, but Reynolds comes out with it. Kelly shoots. Blocked. It goes over to Kieran Bullock. 9:55 to go here in the period. Kelly back to Lee. Lee now Reynolds. Reynolds has it poked off his stick for Colby McCurrick. Tied up in the corner by fellow number 18, Jonathan Kelly. Instead, it'll come out. Now here comes Landon Siegel through center. Siegel trying to go into the middle. Couldn't get a shot away, and now it'll come loose for Kieran Bullock. Bullock back the other way, under 9 to play here in the third period. It's 2-1 Rocky Rams. Ponoka searching for the equalizer, Jordan Sears. Looking out front, couldn't find anybody, and Siegel takes back away. Siegel, he's going to be tripped up, and we are going to get our first power play of the game. Well, 51 minutes and 49 seconds into it. So James Lee is going to go for tripping here, and the Rocky Rams have a chance to regain a 2-goal lead. On the man advantage, and no surprise, they'll go to Siegel, Chambers, and Beestrom to do it. And Siegel won the draw. Beestrom right out front! Braden Beestrom. Glorious opportunity to extend the Rocky lead, but denied by Robert Machete, and here's Beestrom now. Braden Beestrom knocked off the puck, and it comes back the other way. This is Casey Straub. Straub to Guthrie in the middle. Jordan Jacoby. Jacoby spinning, not firing. It goes in behind the net. Buck 13 remaining on the Rams power play, and now here comes Beestrom through center. Beestrom over the line. Beestrom cuts to the middle, knocked off the puck. It'll come to Ryan Harder. Harder going to try to step around Sealand. He puts it in deep. Down to just 48 ticks of power play time to go for the Rocky Rams, and Landon Siegel starts out. He's got a lot of speed. Siegel tries to step around Klessens, cannot do so. And now here comes Brendan Scott. Scott over the line. Scott's got a man in the middle. Scott still got it. Scott knocked off the puck. It'll come to Quinn Justin, and 18 seconds to go on the power play for Rocky. And Austin Ancion will lift that one down the ice. That'll do it. We are going to get back to 5-on-5. It remains just a 1-goal hockey game. 6 minutes and a quarter to play here in this third period. Now here's Johnson. Johnson shoots it, kicked out with the right pad by Robert Machete. And James Lee back on the ice. Lee turns this over, though, to Kobe Carroll. Carroll back in. Carroll denied entry. Ancion shovels this up to Saylor. Saylor drops off for Jordan Sears. Sears will put this one in deep. Quinn Justinen has control for the Rams. Justinen starts through center. Gave up to Brent McNutt. McNutt is tripped up, and another Rocky power play upcoming. Braden Klessens is going to head to the penalty box here. And the Rams another opportunity to extend the lead again. Chambers, Siegel, Beestrom tasked with that opportunity, and they win the draw this time, and Beestrom right in front, stolen from him by Ancion. Ancion the length of the ice. 4 minutes, 40 seconds here to go in the third period. Rocky on a power play for $1.40 of that. Siegel tries to get this one up. He can't. It comes to Chambers. Chambers in over the line far side. Drops off. Siegel shooting. Stopped by Machete, and he will hold on. Face off to the right side of Robert Machete. 4:21 to go in the period. The draw is won by the Stampeders, and they're going to just slip this one down the ice again. Well short-handed, down to a minute thereabouts of power play time. Kobe Carroll comes up through center with speed. Carroll right in over the line, denied access to the zone, and sent the length of the ice by Walker Guthrie again. 46 seconds to go on the Rams power play. And here they come into the zone. Brent McNutt back to the line. A one-timer stopped by Machete. One-timer from the line, and Robert Machete had to be sharp there. Brad Seelan uncorked that one. Face-off left side of Robert Machete. 17-8. Rocky caving Ponoka in and draws. Tyson Tisdale! Oh, what a stop by Machete! Flashes the leather, keeps it out, and the Stamps, they're still in this one. 3:21 to go, just down by a goal, but they have 22 seconds left to kill. Back to the top unit. Siegel, Beestrom, Chambers. And this one sent the length. Not the length, excuse me, just into the neutral zone. McCurrick got it to Landon Siegel. Siegel drops off Chambers. Far side, Beestrom! What a save by Machete! Ponoka clears. That'll do it. We are back to 5-on-5 with 2:50 to go. Two big kills for the Ponoka Stampeders. Oh, maybe that'll get them some momentum to tie this thing up. And now back comes Jordan Sears. Sears now to Saylor. Saylor looking to get this one over to the middle, but it's intercepted by Siegel, who gets run over. And now here come the Stamps again. Casey Strom to Saylor. Saylor over the line. Saylor, he couldn't get it to Higgins. It's held in at the point by Sullivan. Now Higgins has got it. Higgins knocked off the puck, but he gets it right back. Saylor, Sullivan right in. Sullivan shoots it. That goes off a body. Here comes to Higgins. Shoots! He cut the angle a little bit sharp. He missed it high and wide. Into the final minute here of the third period. Ponoka trailing by a single tally. Not over yet, but here comes Josh Johnston. Johnston shoots, blockered away deftly there, but Johnston comes out of the corner. Johnston, a backhander. Machete stops it and keeps it alive. Machete, he's going to be heading to the bench here. 2-on-1 Ponoka. One-timer, Kelly, stopped by Carroll. Devin Carroll knows how badly these Rams want it. Number one for the points in the standings, and maybe more so of a factor for Landon Siegel, Braden Beestrom, Ryan Chambers, those who played for Rob Hartnell in Wetaskiwin. This win will be for him. Here's Bullock's shot. Stopped by Carroll again. 33.5 to go. Empty net Ponoka. But the Stamps, of course, they have other plans. See if they can make those come to fruition. Face off left side of Devin Carroll, and it's won by the Rams. Andrew wins it, in fact, right on to Carroll, and Carroll taking no chances. He's just going to hold on. Face off again to the left side of Devin Carroll. Out there is Caleb Andrew, Josh Johnston, and Derek Park. Quinn Justin on the back end. Again, this draw. One right back to Carroll, but this time he keeps it alive. Here's Josh Johnson looking at the empty net. He missed it just wide. Marked that one at the Stamps, able to get the tying goal here. Higgins to Shea Reynolds. Reynolds comes in, but he's denied access by Justin and Carroll. Carroll put it wide. Still time maybe for one last rush for Ponoka. Kieran Bullock comes up ice. Bullock in. Got it to Caden Gatz. Drops off. Bullock's got it. Reynolds, he's got to shoot. Reynolds shoots it. Missed it wide. Crescent side of the goal. That'll do it. It's done. The Rocky Rams have won it. No, without some heart palpitations late, but they hold on. 2-1 final. Rocky puts 3 points in the bank and are now tied with the Stampeders. And frankly, that might be a win that keeps the season alive, at least for now, for the Rocky Rams. A big, gutsy 2-1 road victory. And you know they'll be dedicating that one to the memory of Rob Hartnell, at least those who played for him well. And an emotional one out here, as again we just extend our condolences to all those who knew and were coached by Rob and loved Rob. And I got to be around Rob and know him a little bit just from those provincial runs with the Red Deer Vipers. Wetaskiwin was at every provincial we were at when we hosted in 2016. Wetaskiwin was, I believe, the Capital League champions. They had won the Capital League again the next year when the Vipers won their league championship in 2017. That was hosted in St. Paul. Wetaskiwin was there again, in fact, in 2018 in Fort St. John, BC. The Vipers won their back-to-back championships, and of course I think I'm not sure if Wetaskiwin did win that year. I believe they did win that year. In fact, I think they won 3 championships in a row, although I could be wrong. But certainly, as that goes to show, and then the next year, Wetaskiwin hosted. So 4 consecutive provincial championships is certainly a crown jewel when you talk about organizations in Junior B in Alberta, and Rob Hartnell, a big part of that. So we want to name him our honorary first star of this one. I know that Braden Beestrom reached out to me, and a lot of those guys who loved Rob hurting today. So our thoughts are with them, and thoughts are with the entire Wetaskiwin organization, and of course the Hartnell family, those who Rob left behind. And I know it was cancer, and cancer has just recently affected me. Lost a friend of mine, just 26 years old, unfortunately. My grandpa, my wife's grandfather, fell to cancer as well. It's a horrible disease, and I usually try not to swear on these streams, but I think we can all agree, fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. So thoughts are with you boys who played for him, the family, and the Iceman organization. So, but anyhow, we do have 3 more games to play today. Coming up 2:30, we have the Mountain View Colts taking on the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. We look forward to that. And Sylvan Lake, another couple of guys who played for Heartsea as well. So thanks for tuning in. Big win for the Rocky Rams here. Oh, but first let's do this. Brett McNutt gets us off and running at 3:41 from Kobe Carroll. And then at 8:27 of the second period, it is Tyler Freeman from Ben Pulablanc. That makes it 2-0 Rams. Brandon Brockerville from Jordan Jacoby at 5:52 of the third would get the Stamps to 2-1, but that's as close as they would come. 2-1 is your final. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you in a little bit.